So over the past few episodes of I Parry Everything, Noor has went from casually parrying a dragon, parrying an emperor's army, and making him call him daddy, to parrying common sense to the point that not only the instructors that trained him and basically flunked him out of his class now look at him as the endgame level hero, the one from the legends. How foolish could we be? I mean, we thought we could train this kid should have been training us if we were worthy. But he parried that common sense so hard, they are now flying on a dragon. And there's two things that happened at the end there. Either he passed out because he was so petrified and needed a nap, or he has motion sickness and he's just trying not to barf. But it doesn't change the fact that everyone collectively looks at Noor in the background and be like, yep, that's an endgame level hero. Not even phased. Crisscross applesauce, baby. Let's go take down the Emperor. We took out their defense, and that gold-plated bitch isn't gonna see it coming. I have full live reactions over on Patreon. If you want to see my full and good thought to any of these wonderful I Parry Everything episodes, you know it's going to be over there exclusively. So, we've learned that apparently it was one big misunderstanding. Because what the hell was Noor's face last week? Like, that was the angriest we've ever seen. And it's a combination of two things. From the Emperor's point of view, it is way more insane than it actually was. But it's also Noor not being able to really communicate because he's so winded and exhausted. So we get to see like a replay, but from Noor's point of view. And most of the time he's just like, who's that old man? Oh shit, I gotta go do this. And then he leaves. Why is that old man still there? Oh shit, I gotta go do this. Like, for him it was completely just, I don't know why he's here. And then when he's finally like, hey man, you need to go away. He's so mentally and physically exhausted, he can't even finish words. He's like, but I'm sure he understands, and then he runs away. Like, I love that. I love that that's the whole thing, but from anyone's point of view, if you're dealing with that monster and you're not having him on your side, anyone's gonna piss themselves and then run away, like, let's be honest. But the fact that, you know, after pretty much dealing with everything, I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is how it's gonna go down, right? So Nora's gonna basically be like, you know, I held them off, but of course the real heroes are here. They cleaned up business. But in fact, we don't even really get to hear that inner monologue of how Noor's going to parry the logic of how he's actually the hero of the day. No, instead, they basically from the other teachers and, you know, strongest warriors that they have on their sides anyway, are basically like, you know, this is as little as we can do, but honestly, each of them have ridiculous attacks. Like, any one of these characters, even old Gandalf over here, could be a main character in most shows. Like, they're clearly just built different. And we luckily saved the dragon. So the dragon was alive, but then we heal him up so we can ride him. The great thing about I Parry Everything isn't that you're waiting for Noor to realize he's strong. You're waiting to see how Noor can parry the clear, obvious signs that he's the big bad bitch in charge. That's what's great about this show. The idea that he's still looking at Rolo being like, can you ask the dragon? And the dragon's basically just pissed, wanting orders from Noor to go get revenge. And poor Rolo basically almost gets the sentence out like, bro, like, no, the dragon wants him to make it. It's like, yeah, but he's so talented. I love how the slightest turn of how a dialogue is applied would have collectively everyone being like, oh, Noor's the Dragon Master? Makes a lot of sense. And Noor would be like, what are you talking about? It's Rolo. And Rolo would be like, no, it's actually you just don't know. But because of the stupidity and the dumbfoundedness, we never get that full clarification. And I mean, we're at episode 10 now. If that isn't funny to you at this point, this show has never been for you. Because this is not a show about waiting for Noor to be like, oh, I'm strong. And then he becomes a super serious guy. No, this man's gonna end up as king someday, and he's still gonna be cleaning the gutters with his legendary Excalibur level sword. I don't even know if he'll realize he's king, and if he does, he'll just assume he's keeping the bench warm. Why? No idea, but that's how it is. Now, so we end up riding on the dragon, right? And basically, it feels like a legendary party that is about to go take down a demon lord. So we are concealing the dragon, riding on that bad boy, and our girl comes in saying, I want to go take out all their defenses so we can have a escape route, right? Because ultimately, they did take the attack to us first, so, you know, it's very easy to say it's justified to take the attack back to them. And we already know that this king would be someone who would regroup and try again another time. Now, it's not saying we need to go burn down innocent homes and children and be a monster like this guy was. But yeah, we need to put some authority on our name, on our kingdom, and that's exactly what they're doing. The only question I have is, so episode 11 will most likely finish up this conflict. Episode 12 probably epilogue resolution, maybe a tease of the next arc. Noor will have people confront him about not only beating a dragon, being the reason the battle was turned in their favor, and being the reason why they probably have gained more lands and riches because of all this. And somehow, Noor is going to look at them and say, no, it was that person, or no, you misunderstand, or, you know what, this isn't worth the argument. This man has injected himself with so much poison, and probably has bonked his head so much to the point that maybe he's actually the smartest character in the world, but because his brain's so overfilled with intelligence, it makes him into one of the densest characters. But I am so looking forward to how this man is clearly going to parry all these answers. But then again, it might just be a case of like, oh, they just assume he's humble. He doesn't want, like, I don't want the welcome party. Oh, look at how, this is a true hero. He doesn't want the general public to know just how great he is. That could also be a case. Either way, the fact that this man has gone from the most basic level, like, I remember when he initially saved the girl, the princess, I forget her name, but you know what I'm talking about. The fact that he parried what was a pretty intense monster. We've gone up to dragon level end of the world threats. He's gonna parry the moon. At some point in this story's run, even if the series ends conclusively, the moon will someday fall down to Earth and he'll just parry that shit. Because why not? He's Noor, bitch. He'll parry anything. He parries his own damn common sense. And not only his own common sense, he parries the collective common sense of this world. Still one of the most consistent and better produced shows of the season. Even when the dragon or things are 3D, it's actually better handled than most. And honestly, I still am so impressed by the design of this dragon. It is way more complex than some of these, like, more popular shows that have weaker produced, like, mythical beasts. Fantastic. Of course, those are my feelings. Let me know what you thought of I Parry Everything episode 10. I think we should all be, like, expecting this at this point, but I still find myself flabbergasted by how he can parry the most obvious things. But it leaves me laughing every time. Let me know how you're feeling down below. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around, of course, ring that bell. And like I mentioned, we have full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Marcus Adler, FBI, 98 per hour, James Murphy, Jissa Micro, Eric Arya, Lorena Frazier, and we also have Klaus Muller. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You all have a good one.